peak became the largest in history, rose on the foundations of naval power, trade, and the Industrial Revolution, only to crumble after the two world wars and the wave of decolonization. The rise, expansion, and dominance, 16th to 19th centuries. The birth of the empire was not a single event but a gradual process. Its beginnings are in the 16th century with the search for new trade routes and the colonization of North America and the Caribbean. Mercantilism was the driving force, aiming to obtain raw materials, tobacco, sugar, cotton, and markets for British goods. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th century marked a turning point, giving Great Britain an unprecedented technological and economic advantage. The thirst for raw materials for its factories and the need to sell its products fueled a massive expansion in Africa and Asia. The British East India Company played a key role in the conquest of India, which became the jewel in the crown and a vital source of resources. The Royal Navy, the British fleet, became the most powerful naval force in the world, allowing Great Britain to protect its trade routes and project its power across all continents. By 1921, the empire controlled a quarter of the world's population and landmass. The fall, world wars, and decolonization, 20th century. The decline of the empire was a long and complex process that accelerated after the two world wars. Although the United Kingdom emerged victorious from World War I, the war left it economically and militarily weakened. This conflict also boosted the autonomy of its dominions, such as Canada and Australia, an early step toward their independence. World War II was the final blow. The United Kingdom was left severely in debt and its economy devastated. The war left the United States and the Soviet Union as the new superpowers, eclipsing British influence and accelerating the loss of power. After the war, nationalist movements in the colonies grew stronger. Great Britain's inability to maintain control and international pressure, especially from the US, led to a rapid process of decolonization. The independence of India in 1947 is seen as the beginning of the end of the empire. The Suez Canal crisis in 1956, where the United Kingdom had to retreat under US pressure, highlighted its loss of global power. The symbolic final point of the British Empire was the handover of Hong Kong to China in 1997. Although cultural influence and historical ties persist through the Commonwealth of Nations, the empire as a political entity ceased to exist.